Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I am doing my July and August favorites video. I'm here just like sitting cross-legged on my bed because I want this to be all nice and casual. So I've actually accumulated a lot of stuff over July and August. Some things that I've loved before, some new loves, and a lot of skincare. Which is like surprising for me because like I don't buy a whole lot of skincare usually because it's like not, well, I used to think it wasn't as fun as makeup, but now I think I do think it's as fun as makeup. I'm laying back really far so you can like see the fullness of my necklace because like I'm wearing it because Saturday I got new lip rings because one of them had fallen out and they're gold now. They're from Hot Topic. I got them on clearance because not a lot of stores really have like the Libre, I don't know, whatever lip rings I have, so I just kind of got the ones that were available, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the gold yet because I'm not normally a gold jewelry wearer person. Like literally this is the one piece of gold jewelry I own and it was $5 at Charlotte Russe like 6 years ago, so that wasn't even a really good introduction, but like here we friggin' go. Let's talk about my favorites, shall we? I'm going to do the eyeshadow, at least in chronological order from when I got them, because I'm very good at keeping up with when I get my eyeshadow palettes, but like not necessarily like the order when I get like the rest of my makeup. But the first two that are my favorite are the Go Green collection from Igneous Cosmetics. My absolute favorite, I think I've decided on, is the Amazon palette right here, which is a lot more of the deeper foresty greens, and the Karoo palette is a bit more of the brighter, vibrant. I don't quite know how to describe these greens, but these are a little bit brighter. These are a little bit forestier. I really like how they perform. They give a lot of kick up, so if you're like not a kick-uppy person, I wouldn't recommend these. Like, because of that kick-up, they do really give a lot of pigmentation and they blend extremely well. I also appreciate that they have more mattes and shimmers in both of these. One, because I generally prefer that in a palette because I feel like it's more versatile when you have more mattes and shimmers so that you're not like quite as limited in your looks, but also because I'm really obsessed with the Igneous Cosmetics matte formula. It was just like honestly so impressive because it blends so beautifully and is really pigmented, so you really don't need to like, you know, be a demon with your eyeshadows like I usually am, you know? So I really like these, and I love that I really love this metal packaging. I really wish that more companies would use like cute metal tins for it, for like their eyeshadow and stuff. Like not a lot of people do, but I really like that because they're also magnetic. You can switch like the shadows around in there if you want to try like a different color story. I'm kind of keeping these as is because I'm a little bit, I don't know how to describe it, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to kind of like keeping my palettes as they are, you know. I want them to be exactly as they are like on the website when you get them, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's weird or if it's just like a me thing, but when I have things like these I don't really ever switch them around just because I don't want to get them confused. But anyway, that's a long way of saying I love these. The next palette I'm loving is the one that I'm wearing today. It is the Anastasia, Beverly Hils, and Jackie Aina palette. I have a 3 looks 1 palette video coming hopefully Wednesday on this. Just look at these. Well, first of all, look at this packaging because that is really beautiful. I like the fact that ABH is kind of moving away from their fuzzy wuzzy packaging, but I love the colors in this because honestly, y'all know I'm not a neutral person, but this is like my kind of a neutral palette, if that makes sense. The fact that there are a lot of purples in there, which to me purples are like my neutrals because I feel like purples are so gorgeous and universally flattering, and I love that these are like deeper colors than a lot of other like pink and purple and neutral palettes that we see out there, just because I really don't care that much for like light eyeshadow on me. I think that deeper colors just like work better. So I'm really happy with this palette. It performs beautifully and it really has like kind of driven me out of my comfort zone in trying like more neutral shades, because honestly even the neutral looks that I've done with this palette have like come out stunning. Like, not to toot my own horn about like my eyeshadow skills or anything like that, but they're really good. I just think that this is such like an interesting neutral palette, and I really recommend getting it if you are kind of on the fence about it. It's exactly as good as you think it is. And the other eyeshadow palette I have is kind of, well, I haven't been using it all that much, but from like the amount that I've used it, the like all 3 times that I have, I feel like it still needs to be in a favorites video, and that is the Sugarpill Fun Size Mini Palette. I'm thinking after I get the Jackie Aina ABH 3 Looks 1 palette up, I'm definitely going to put, this is like going to be the next one on my list. And I was just talking about how I don't like light colors on my eyes, and here I am having this as a favorite. But honestly, well, I've been playing a bit more with like the colors on the right here, but I have used a little bit of like Twitch and Cheat Code. I haven't had a chance to play with Continue yet, but that one honestly looks really fun too. I've been playing a little bit with like the more deeper shades. I've also realized, like when I got this, that I don't actually own any rainbow palettes like at all, so I could kind of justify this one even though it's like not entirely rainbow. But anyway, it is very cute. I really like the formula. I've never tried Sugarpill eyeshadows before. I know that this is a different formula from those, but I think they do perform really well. I'm putting this in my favorites since I do like it. I still don't think I've played with it enough to formulate a proper opinion on every shade in the palette, obviously, since I haven't used every shade in the palette. But from what I've used, this is really nice and really fun, which is, you know, the name of the palette. The Fun Size palette. We got 2 blushes here. Neither of these are new, and I've definitely mentioned both in favorites videos before, but the first one, I'm gonna go with the discontinued one first, and that is the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in Rapture. I've been using this with pretty much every Jackie Aina palette look I've done. I'm not wearing it with this one because I'm wearing the other blush that I have, but I really love this formula, and I'm really sad that the Urban Decay Afterglow blushes like aren't a thing anymore. Like, I don't know why they stopped making these, but I love using this for like really cool tone looks, especially ones that are very like berry and purpley. So I think that that kind of like, it's kind of like when, you know, I do use bronzer and all that, but sometimes like when your face is looking like really, really warm, using something like this over top really does help me like neutralize it. While it's been summer and we all like that summery glow, I don't like it that much that I wouldn't want to use something like this. Does that make sense? Anyway, this is a beautiful shade of blush. And the other blush that I love, this might have even been in my last favorites video. It's been a while, but it is the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore, which is what I'm wearing on my cheeks right now. This one is also kind of in the berry-ish family, but this one is definitely a lot pinker, whatever, than that one. I really am a huge fan of the Milani Baked Blush formula just because, like, I love some glowy cheeks. As you can obviously tell, like, I feel like that just, especially during the summer, it had such just like a glowy, dewy effect. And I like this because it is a very neutral blush shade on me, but it doesn't go like too coral or too pink or too like warm or anything. It's nice, and it really just kind of works with just about any look that I go for. Also, I forgot to mention mascara that I've fallen in love with is the Colourpop BFF Mascara. I've been using this a while. I forget how long, at least a month. I think I got it at like the beginning of August, end of July. Holy crap, my lashes have been looking fantastic. I usually really love the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and like it's really great, but it's also like expensive. And this one I believe was $8. I believe I saw an Easy Pizza talking about it, and I was like, well, I trust her recommendations, so I got it, and this is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. Let me see. I don't know if you can like see it or if it's in focus or anything, but my lashes look really good. I just do like 1 coat on the bottom, 2 coats on top, and this is a look, y'all. I think it's great. So anyway, I'm really happy with this. It makes my lashes look like all thick and fluffy, and it has like such a big wand for a drugstore mascara. That's why I don't wear a lot of drugstore mascaras, is because they always have like these really tiny wands. I don't like that for my lashes because I do have naturally pretty long lashes, And so I figure it's kind of like go big or go home for me when it comes to the mascara wands I like. So I've been really enjoying this, and now I'm gonna move on to my lip products. So I picked up the Fluide Gloss Addict set. I only have 4 out of 5 of them with me. The other one, I don't know where it went. I think it overheard me say that it wasn't really my favorite out of the 5 of them and might have decided to run away. That one kind of had more of like a pearly gold shift to it, and I think I have to work with that one a little bit more to figure out how that works on my lips. Anyway, I like gloss now. Specifically these ones. We have the one that is wet. It's just a clear gloss. We have Mood Ring, which is really glorious and iridescent. Like, it looks very creamy and it looks like it would wash you out really easily, but it really doesn't. And then these two are Dream House and Spectrum. Dream House has like a purple shift to it, and Spectrum has like a blue shift to it, like glitters in it, and I think they're really, really beautiful. Y'all know I don't care that much for gloss, but I feel like this set really just fulfills my gloss needs. I did like a little lip swatch video with these, and these are really comfortable to wear. You do have to reapply them, or at least mostly you have to reapply the clear one a little bit more often, but it's not anything that's too bad because I think that's the price you have to pay sometimes for a comfortable lip product. So these are really lovely, and Fluide is a queer-owned makeup brand too, so I really recommend giving them a shot, especially if you want to support the gays. And then the other lip product that I have been wearing a lot recently is the ABH liquid lipstick in Catnip. I don't even know, this one might also be a bit discontinued. There's not really a way to be like a bit discontinued. It's either discontinued or it's not. But anyway, I got this from TJ Maxx a while ago, and this is just like a really nice, it's not really a nude, but it's like to me, it's a nude, if that makes sense. Like, it works really well with like pinky toned eye looks, and kind of like this, like a lot of like pinks and berries go really well with it. And I like it because it is kind of like a nude lipstick in that it is pretty neutral in terms of lipsticks that I wear, but it also has a bit of visual interest to it, if that makes sense. I'm not a huge fan of the ABH liquid lip formula. Like, it's fine, it's not my favorite, but this does cover pretty well, and it wears decently enough that I'm like not particularly bothered by it, and that's about all I really ask for when it comes to liquid lipsticks is like, does it cover well? Does it like bother me throughout the day? And if it like doesn't bother me and if it covers my lips, then I don't care. Like, that's all I need. Now I have 6 entire skincare products. First one that I want to talk about, I'm almost out of. It is this Derma E Purifying Daily Detox Scrub with advanced charcoal in it. I don't know exactly what distinguish like advanced charcoal from like, it says activated. I need to read better. It has activated charcoal in it, so I'm sure that makes it better than like the deactivated charcoal. Even though my skin has definitely calmed down in recent years, I still get acne, especially along my chin and also on like my chest, and I have been using this in the shower a little bit on my chest, and it really has cleared up the acne there. This is like gentle enough to use every single day, and this is so nice to use after like my regular cleanser to like take off my makeup, because you know that feeling you get when you like brush your teeth with a really minty toothpaste and then like drink water? This is like that for your skin. It really does make my skin feel like all nice and smooth, and I really like it. I really love charcoal as an ingredient just because it really does help clear up my skin, and this also doesn't leave my skin feeling too dry, which I also appreciate. The other product that I've been loving from Derma E is their Vitamin C Instant Radiant Citrus Facial Peel. That's a lot to have to say, but I love vitamin C. Vitamin C is another ingredient that I really look for in terms of skincare because it really does help with like acne scars, and it really brightens up skin. So I use this twice, maybe 3 times a week depending on what my skin looks like, but this also really helps like smooth out my skin. I used to be really afraid of anything that was called like a peel. Didn't really appeal to me, if you will. I do really like this because I don't really like actually like peel it off of my face. I kind of just like wash it off and like scrub it off with some warm water, but this does leave my skin feeling really like soft and smooth, but again, kind of like the activated charcoal detox scrub or whatever it's called. It doesn't leave my skin feeling like so dehydrated or anything. Like, I always put moisturizer on, which I'll mention in a couple skincare steps, but I do really like this. I think Derma E is just a really good skincare brand from what I've tried from them. And they're all like vegan too, I think. I've also been using this rose water facial toner from Trader Joe's, and it was like $4, I think. Like, all of this is pretty inexpensive skincare in terms of like, you know, the gigantic Sunday Rileys and Drunk Elephants of the world. All of the stuff I use for skincare is pretty inexpensive. But this is from Trader Joe's. I picked this up because Case uses their rosehip facial oil, which is like really good for acne prone skin, but I already have like an oil that I use sometimes. So like it's summer, I didn't want to add any more oils or anything like that to my face. So what I do is like I'll wash my makeup off before I go to the gym, and then I'll put this on because I don't want to like moisturize my face too much before then too, because I'm just gonna be like sweating, so who really cares? That might be bad in terms of the skincare world, I don't care. But I've been using this a lot and it really does help kind of like tone my skin. It really helps reduce redness, which I think is kind of one of my more main concerns now that my skin is a bit less acne prone and a little bit smoother, is that I do have some redness in my cheeks, and this really does help reduce all of that. I also have two products from The Ordinary. This one is the Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1%, and this, I believe, is supposed to help skin cell turnover. At least that's what I've read on the internet. And this broke me out at first, but turns out that was just my skin purging, even though niacinamide is one of those things that's supposed to be gentler than like other like skin turnover cell ingredient things. Can you tell I'm not well versed in skincare? But this is supposed to be less prone to kind of purging your skin, but this still had a little bit of a moment for me, so I slowed it down a little bit, and now I've been using it about every single night, and I have genuinely like seen an improvement. My skin is like significantly like softer. It doesn't look like as dull and dry as it can sometimes get. So I really do see an improvement with this, and I'm definitely going to keep it up. And the other product from The Ordinary is their caffeine solution. I've been using this all around my orbital bone in my eyes because I have always had under eye bags, and I'm in grad school, so I always will have under eye bags, at least until I graduate in May. I'm graduating in May. But I do really like this because I think you do have to use it for a long time to notice a difference. It's not like any of the other products that I mentioned. This does take a good couple weeks to really like show up as a difference. It's very subtle, but I've definitely been looking at pictures from like now versus like before I even started this, and I do look a lot less tired, and trust me, I have not been getting any more sleep than I did then. So that hasn't changed, but my skin has, and I do look a lot less tired, which is pretty nice. You don't have to look not tired with the world's crap, but you know, I work in a front-facing position at a library, so I like to make people think that like I'm a nice and decent person, so looking awake helps that. And the last skincare favorite I have is a pretty recent one, so I'm kind of hesitating to put this one in because it hasn't had any long-term effects just yet, because I've started using this maybe about a week ago. But it is the e.l.f. Hello Hydration Face Cream. I got this because it seems to have similar ingredients to the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide Night Cream or whatever that I had gotten as a part of the Sephora birthday gift for this year. Because I really like that, but also to me, no makeup or skincare product is worth Drunk Elephant prices, so I just didn't do that. This one is $12, and it does have a lot of similar ingredients, and it does make my skin feel just as like good and hydrated but not oily, kind of like the other one does, which is really nice. But that's not even my favorite thing about this. So you don't want to use this if you are sensitive to scents, but one thing that I absolutely love about it is the smell. So if you have sensitive skin, you might want to stay away from it. But my favorite thing about this is that it smells like my favorite fancy perfume that I've never actually bought a full size of because I have minimal dollars and I would rather spend it on eyeshadow. But it smells like Nest Indigo. I love that smell so much. That's one of the things that, like, if I had a lot of money to burn and like no student loans or anything like that, I would buy like the biggest bottle of that perfume imaginable, because it's like florally and fruity but without like being overwhelming. And so I really like the smell, and I'm really glad that it comes in a $10 face cream, because that way I can enjoy it but it also won't be overwhelming to like my bank account or the people around me, because quite frankly, if I was able to like get a full gigantic size of that perfume, I would be spraying it all over my body all the gosh darn time. But anyway, this is really lovely, and if you're not sensitive to scents and you have kind of like combination, a little bit dry skin, I would really recommend giving this one a shot. And I have a couple of fashion and lifestyle favorites too. I have a couple pairs of earrings that I've especially been loving. Y'all know I love my funky earrings. The only reason I'm not wearing them today is because I'm trying like to accentuate the gold in my lip rings with this necklace. But the first pair of earrings that I've really been loving are these gorgeous, these are so cute, these spirograph earrings from Crypt Fairy, which you can see right there. I love Crypt Fairy earrings. If you are wondering where like I get most of my quirky earrings, it's from Crypt Fairy on Depop. She does amazing, really like kitschy cool earrings, kind of like this. She's done stuff with like party favors, and I love her Halloween stuff. I have so many spooky earrings because of her. These are just so fun. They're a little bit bigger than what I would normally wear, but they're really lightweight. I guess if I wanted to too, I could actually like use this as like a spirograph stencil and do all of that fun stuff with it too. But these are so cute and so fun and like so summery. And the other earrings that I've been loving are these Thai Beanie Baby tag earrings. These are from Party Worm on Etsy. Olive, who is really lovely also. Basically like their thing is like Beanie Babies, and so their entire like shop on Etsy is like about Beanie Babies, which is like really cute because like I'm not a huge Beanie Baby person. Like I had a bunch as a kid, but I just love like the bright fun aspect of that, and I think it's so fun. And these are so cute, and they're made out of like real Beanie Baby tags too. Like this one is from Valentino, and this one is from Iggy. So you can like actually read like the little Beanie Baby bios on the inside too, because these are legit, so they're super cute. I have two pairs of shoes that I've been wearing a lot. They're both from TUK Shoes. So basically the last couple months I've really been trying to find some like cool and interesting shoes that don't like mess with my arthritis and chronic pain too much, because I really want to look professional and cool and interesting, but a lot of times the shoes that I wear, I usually use like sneakers or really plain looking shoes because that's what's most comfortable. And I don't really do heels all that much either, because most of them hurt my back. So those have generally just really not been great, but TUK makes really awesome creepers. I have one pair from a few years ago and I got them on a very deep discounted sale. So I decided to go for one pair of creepers and one pair of nosebleed boots. I've been really loving both of them. The creepers are these gorgeous boots right here, which I really love because what you can't see right now is these are also holographic. I could definitely wear these with like a business suit. You know, I could wear these to work and look really nice and professional because, you know, they just look a nice pair of like black boots that are, you know, a little unique, but, you know, very professional looking. But then when you go outside in the sun, they go all like rainbowy and holographic, and I think that's so interesting because it allows me to like have something nice and like subtle for the office, but then when I take it out into the real world and go walking after work, I look really super cool, and these are really comfortable. Even with the pointy toes, I did size up because of the pointy toes, because I am like an 8.5 and they don't really do half sizes, which is an issue. The inside of these are really, really squishy. I did not need to put my hands near my face after I like stuck it in my shoe to feel the squishy part. Anyway, but it's really nice because like these are so comfortable to be able to wear because they do give a little bit of lift because of the creeper style heel, but it's not uncomfortable like an actual like swoop in heel is. And then the other pair that I've been loving are a little bit more out there. Are a little bit more out there than those, and they are these purple glitter nosebleed boots. I've worn these a couple times. I'm still kind of breaking them in and learning to walk with them, but these are also surprisingly really comfortable because like you see how like huge and chunky the heel is, but if you look at the shoe part, it really doesn't have the slope that like a pair of pumps would. So I really like these. I don't wear these as often, but like I have worn these to like class and to church before. While I wish I could wear these all the time, I recognize these are like not office appropriate. However, I can definitely like wear these to class and get away with that just because that can be a little bit more casual, slash I've also kind of cultivated that personality of like people who know me know that I wear like really weird stuff sometimes. I'm like, that's okay, because these are really cute and the glitter isn't like, it's like well attached, so it's not like falling everywhere, which I really like. And they're just so comfortable. The only thing that I am getting used to is that like I don't pick up my feet when I walk, and it is a problem. It has always been a problem. Even when I was like a kid, my mom was like, you need to pick up your feet when you're walking. And I was like, I'll do what I want. But you really have to pick up your feet when you walk in boots like these, because that can lead to you turning your ankle pretty quickly. But I've only ever turned my ankle twice in all of my time of wearing that, so I think that's really good. I think I'm doing good. And then the last lifestyle thing I've been loving is this Erin Condren academic planner. I love the print of this. I decided to get myself a planner this year for school just because I have been feeling really disorganized for a while, and that's largely been due to just like health stuff and life stuff that's come up. Like I've been doing a lot of things and it's really stressed me out, but I'm going into my last year of seminary and I really do want to feel at least a little bit more organized than I have been. So I got this and it is lovely, and I've had it for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I already feel like I have a lot more control over like my assignments and my scheduling than I did before, as opposed to like putting things on my Google Calendar or stuff like that. And this was definitely a bit of an investment because, like, you know, in the age of Google Calendar and like Habitica and apps like that, and all that stuff is free, so you don't really feel the need to invest in stationery that much, or at least I don't personally. But I think this was a really good investment, especially since like I can color code things as I need to. Like here's my kind of like, well, here's my schedule for this week and stuff, and I can kind of add assignments in for classes as I go, and I think it's really nice. This is just making me feel a lot better about how I'm functioning as a person, but I'll also report back like closer to the end of the semester to see if I still love it. Okay, so that is it for my July and August favorites video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also tell me what you've been loving these past couple of months down below. I would love to hear your recommendations and things you've been loving. So yeah, that's it. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!